So hey guys, another Tyrannt. I'm Brandt.
I'm Ty.
And we're just going to hop right into it today because Ty came over wanting to talk about some stuff. So let's do that.
All right. Well, how you doing, fans, audience around?
Yeah, been a minute.
It's been a minute. It has literally been a full minute. But on another note, a lot has happened within our lives. Brandt had recently purchased a new car.
Hell yeah. Mobile again.
Right now is in the state of repairing my vehicle.
About to be mobile again.
About to be mobile again. Already mobile.
Yeah, it's mobile, but
it needs to be worked.
Hell yeah.
All right. But I just had this weird thought of a couple weeks, well, it's about a month, right? Or a couple weeks.
Since what?
Since the abortion news that came out that I think Alabama, Georgia, some of the the Bible states, Bible Belt states, whatever you call them, all agreed that abortions should be illegal.
Yeah, I mean it's been about a month since that shit went down. I mean, yeah, it's not great for Georgia. Not a great look.
And my whole thing is, I'm not okay with it. I'm not, as a male, as a African American male, I'm not okay with it.
I mean, yeah, like, you are never going to be pregnant. You don't have that possibility ever occurring in your life. So it's really not up to you to decide what a woman can do with her body.
Facts.
Same with all these fucking old white dudes making all these shitty laws.
And this leads into my next point. Why, and Brandt is also a male, but he's of Caucasian descent.
Very true.
So my question is, why do white men, not saying that you are a part of it, but why do white men have this superiority complex of, hey, I'm a white man, I know my white privilege, and I know what I can and cannot get away with? And why do they feel the need to want to put a hold on females?
Well, yeah, I think you hit the nail on the head a little earlier when we were talking about it, is like, with Trump being president, it is kind of this last hurrah for old racism. And so you see it making a comeback all over in different ways. That's what it is. It's a sense of emboldenment with Trump being president, and like it probably will be the last death throes of old racism, but it's coming out strong. And that's what they're doing, is they're trying to take control of women and minorities, just like back in the old days when America was quote unquote great.
Now, when I was growing up, my grandfather, my grandparents, and people who were older than me told me, hey, as a black man, this is the things that you're going to have to deal with when, as you get older. And, some of the things that you have to overcome, such as racism, being the other.
So you were aware of your race at a young age?
Oh, 1,000%. You couldn't, as a black, I don't know how it happens in white households, but as a black man, or as a black boy, should I say, just being black, you are definitely told by your elders or people who are of your race, hey, racism is here, racism is alive, this is real. And how and what ways to combat racism. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That's a for real conversation that my parents had. Cause my mom told me, hey, you got to do better, not because you got to do better, but you got to do better just because you're black.
Yeah.
Because everybody else is not black, so they all have other resources and other ways of getting through whatever situation they get in. You know what I'm saying?
And the reason that you don't is specifically because you're black?
Because of how the establishment is set up.
Right.
Right? So the establishment is set up to, mind you, as a white individual, you already have a head start. You already got the head start.
Yeah, I'm aware.
Where? I don't have a head start. There is no start. Matter of fact, they tell you, hey, you about to race. You don't even know you racing until they tell you about the race. You already knew you were racing. You already knew, hey, this is what I needed to do. And I'm sure,
I was racing. I was just sitting like a foot from the finish line.
Right.
And it's just like, oh, I just have to do this?
That's it.
I win.
And so my whole thing is, white families and black families all go through different things, and they talk about different things. But in your family, being a white male, do you encounter racism within your family?
Oh, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
So my next question to that is, why is their mindset like that, and why hasn't it transferred over to you?
See, yeah, that's an interesting question. I think it's a generational thing. So like my parents' definitely hold more racist views than my parents. But my parents aren't like crispy clean as well. Like, don't get me wrong. They're great people. They taught me my morals and stuff, but they don't get everything right. They sometimes fuck up and say some racist shit just because as we move forward as a society, we have to learn things as a society.
But it
doesn't really trickle down to the individual very quickly.
So let me ask a question: when you were encountered an individual that's of your likeness that did a racist act, did you feel like? Did it make? I know it make you feel uncomfortable. I know it make you feel right, but
it makes me feel embarrassed for my race. I'm like, this is why a lot of people hate white people. Don't do that.
And it's crazy because both races judge.
I mean, yeah, everybody
has a
judgments.
preconception of another.
Yeah, like that happens. But yeah, when I was a kid, like I grew up in Atlanta. I had black friends. I had black schoolmates. I knew that they looked different, but I didn't know that like meant anything. That it like had any actual bearing on the world.
Well, me growing up in South Carolina, it had bearing because, and I can remember this like it was yesterday.
Yeah.
So as a black boy in Goose Creek, South Carolina, middle school I went to, when we go on field trips, all right, somebody didn't have a snack. Whoever was the chaperone on that trip would have the snacks.
Right.
But they wouldn't give it to the black kids. The white kids would get the snacks.
Wait. Just straight up?
Straight up. If you forgot your snack as a black kid, you were done.
You
didn't get no snack.
That's fucked up.
On God.
Why? How? That's
on God.
That is
I don't
blatantly
know.
Racist.
I don't know, but that would happen. Okay.
Because like it was just kids there.
You had chaperones. You go on field trip.
I mean, like the chaperones, like they were like there was just a couple of them, or like one.
Couple of them. There were like maybe two or three.
They were in on it together.
Maybe 2 or 3 that went on trips because
And were they always white?
They were always white, and there was one time where one of my classmates who was black did bring their mom.
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Up.
And so you already know how that shit turned out.
I don't. I really want to.
Okay. Well, myself, should I say, did not bring nothing. I didn't bring no lunch. Didn't bring nothing.
Damn time.
So usually they would take us to a lunchroom for individuals that didn't have lunch, and they would tell you, get a little lunch bag. They have a little peanut butter jelly sandwich, a little apple, whatever.
Yeah.
So I had that, and there was other couple kids that didn't have that. Right? There was one parent always had the snacks. If someone forgot their lunch, have extra, extra shit.
Right.
Just so
looking out for the kids.
Right. I had my lunch.
Mm-hmm.
She never gave me the extra shit. One of the other kids didn't have didn't have a snack or something like that. She gave him a snack. The black ball saw this shit happen.
Yeah.
They saw other white kids
getting
not
snacks.
have shit, and she just giving them out.
And the black kids.
And the black mom was like, "Hold up, this child right here, he don't have nothing. All he got is this bag lunch. Do you have an extra lunch?" She's like, oh, my bad. I'm so sorry. Right? So here's the thing.
That's fucked up.
It's fucked up. And this is what it did to my mentality.
Yeah, that's traumatizing. Right? As a little kid.
Not knowing about racism or nothing like that, but just knowing that some shit went down with a black adult, a white mom, and the white mom tried to show face. You know what I'm saying? All that other good stuff.
So yeah, the black mom was calling the white mom out, and the white mom had to like try and make it seem like they weren't very racist.
Right.
And so in that moment, did that make you feel any sort of power?
What it made me feel is want to be white.
Ah.
Because I would see, and again, this is just over the course of just being around with other kids. You know what I'm saying? You would see the other white kids play with other white kids. All that other stuff. The black kid would just be there. You know what I'm saying? Trying to fit in. but it's not being accepted.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I feel you.
And I don't know if that's the kids being racist or just the kids realizing through their parents seeing shit and being and them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or them parents not really fucking with black people.
Even just a little bit. I mean, like, yeah, there's obviously the whole out group mentality type of thing, but maybe like getting fucking like little micro racisms every day, all throughout your day, all throughout your childhood. Maybe that just makes you a little sadder of a kid and you don't feel like playing as much.
Right. So, I don't know, but that right there, I wanted to be white. For that moment in time, I was like, man, I want to have the skin and then the acceptance of having friends and all the good stuff.
Damn.
Right? But it was so crazy, man, because like throughout your childhood and then going into your young teens and stuff like that, you started seeing the real differences. But then race as you get older, you know what I'm saying? Like you see the micro, but you see the big
macro, yeah.
Yeah. And it's just like I never had on my living life, never had a hatred towards a white individual like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like that, yeah, that some that you know for a fact some people have about you just because of the way you look.
Just because the way I look. And I don't know, I'm trying to understand, and I'm for real trying to understand the psyche behind it, because I'm like, you for real don't like me, and a lot of it, I think, we don't confine to what the white status quo is, and that's what I feel makes the quote unquote racist white person, like they expect, okay, black folks, you gotta be a certain way, you know what I'm saying? Like the way I speak is different than the way you speak.
This is true.
And they like, I need you to speak like how I'm speaking. But it's like, no. This is me. This is my voice. Mm-hmm. This my upbringing has made me this. I'm not changing to please you. You know what I'm saying?
Nor should you have to. Nor should you be expected to.
And so I'm trying to understand, okay, cool. You don't want to be my own individual. Okay. You don't like me because I'm a certain skin tone. And I'm trying to understand. But why? That's the thing that I don't understand. Because I can
tell you why. Because it's because when they were growing up, their parents straight up told them people of your skin color are less than, are stupid, or lazy, or whatever it was that made them think to themselves, every time I see somebody that looks like that doing something that reminds me of what my parents said, they're going to remember that. And every time they don't, they're going to forget it. So every time like they see something that like reinforces that negative stereotype in their mind, they're going to focus on that and they're going to remember that because that's what their parents said. And it just fucking carries over. You do that your entire life, you're going to see a couple of fucking, oh man, that black guy sure looks lazy because he's laying down. I don't know. But if it builds up over time, it can make people fucked up.
But that's the other thing I don't understand, because...
And they can't change their mentality.
They can't.
After like 50, 60 years, you're not going to suddenly be like, oh, we had a black president. I guess I can't be racist anymore.
And that's what the thing I hate, because other races can be accepted within the white culture, which is the craziest thing, because in my mentality, in my head, there's only really two cultures that built this damn country, and that's those Anglo-Saxons white people, mm-hmm. and Protestant people, whatever you want to call them, mm-hmm. and African slaves. Oh God, you can put the Irish in there if you want to. You can put the Japanese and
Chinese,
and Chinese and all that, with the railroads and all that. You can put that on that. You can put that there, but when you talk about American history, you really talking about that. Mm-hmm. On God. Yeah. So I don't understand throughout the years, like there's literal years that you saw one race that was enslaved in shackles get to a point where they're owning land. How can you not accept that? Like that right there is like they were the lowest of the low. Mm-hmm. The low.
And they've had to climb every fucking rung in that ladder.
It's like, what acceptance as a black individual does, you know what I'm saying? Like,
well, yeah,
I'm not saying that
well,
we need the exception or validation.
I honestly do think we're getting there. Like, it's only been like what 4-5 generations since slavery. Yeah, and society takes a while to change. We are animals. I mean, we're dumb animals. We move slowly, especially as a full unit. And so I feel like it's conversations like these that move our society forward and makes us figure out how to come together and stop worrying about who's black and who's white.
And that's the thing, because like I literally, if anything, I feel I should be the most mad about white folks. You know what I'm saying? Like, just the most angry at white folks. And it's not because of what they did, it's what they can do.
It's what they could do right now. Yeah.
Right now.
I feel
and that. It's like, I understand when people say progression, all that stuff. And we've only been out of slavery, if I'm not mistaken, like 80-something years. It ain't been long.
It was what? 1865?
Nah.
Yeah.
Nah. It's
Are you talking since the civil rights?
Civil rights.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's when you and I are you and I. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm talking about when America was like, okay, we recognize you. We recognize you. You can go ahead and buy this land. You can go ahead and build a business.
Well, no, you know that was slavery. That was 1865. But the civil rights, that was like, what, 19? Yeah. 65?
But like, the point I'm trying to make is, why continue the narrative of like racism? I think white people as a whole, and I put the responsibility on every individual that is not racist and that is white, really put the hammer down. You got to.
In what way?
In what way? Like, build policy that helps. Like, you know the criminal justice system is really targeted African American. Like, you know that, like,
for sure.
They ain't no.
It starts at education, facts. Though. It all starts at education.
Okay, let's go there. Give every impoverished city the same funding that these rich places get.
Just make it even.
Make it fair.
Even. Like, everybody gets the same level of education.
Same level. It don't matter, man. Because here's the thing: if I give you every opportunity possible, and I'm just talking as a government, right? I expect you to do better with the opportunity that I gave you, and that's how I look at my black folks. We've been given every opportunity, but we always need to strive to do better with the opportunity given. And we tried. We have tried. And we continue to try. But there's always another block that stops.
Right. And as white people on the other side, we could just take away all those blocks. So
and that's what I don't understand.
I understand that. Yeah, I wish I was in a position of power that I could actually do something. Really, all I can think of for someone like myself is just to vote for people that are willing to stand for that shit.
But let me ask you a question. And I always wonder this: what it's like to live in a country that you're all the same. Like, think about all the Russians that live in Russia; they're all the same. All the Chinese that live in Chinese, like, they're all Chinese.
I bet it gives them a real sense of tribalism. Like, they want to, it's them versus the world.
The world. Sure. In my head, I feel like the ones that are making decisions are like white Jewish people, and then like above the white Jew, like they got, the white Jewish people got power, right? And then above them is like the Caucasian white man, like for real, like Texas, Southern grown, yeehaw, motherfucker, right? Like, he's controlling the shit. He's telling the Jewish person, "Hey, bro, I'm gonna give you a little bit. You gonna be like me, but not really like me. You know what I'm saying?
You're gonna be right here.
There. And then the Jewish and the Chinese are like, they right there. They equal right there. And then, like, I don't understand, because it's like they accept, the white man accepts the others. Why is that? It's because they are easy and they do conform. Because, like, let's be real. I feel like when people come to America, like Chinese, British, African, Australian, whoever, they come, they live here, they create a life.
Right.
America creates this lifestyle, capitalism, with like a socialistic like point.
Yeah, no. Capitalism is enticing. Materialism is fun.
Right.
It got me these fucking microphones. Like, got me this computer.
Mm-hmm.
It can't be all bad.
Facts. But how? What I'm trying to get at. Black folks has a right to be angry, have a right to a voice. And I feel like now that we're about to be in 2020. Dude, 2020, that's the future,
that's
my
the
dog.
future. That's the fucking future.
And that's the problem I have.
Flying cars, no racism. These are just supposed to be staples of 2020.
Staples.
Fucking
and here's the thing that I don't
AI.
understand. We have history that racism just don't work, bro.
Yeah, we know. We know it
work.
doesn't work. And it's not, and it's like categorically not true. And like sometimes it's even a self-fulfilling prophecy where like you make like racism just perpetuates bad things. Like why do you think
there's no good racism.
Why do you think people like racist people think that black people are lazy and uneducated because they're stuck being in shitty fucking neighborhoods where they get shot at and don't want to go to school because they might fucking die, and then they don't get a job and stay in the impoverished area, and it's like, yeah, see, look, another one. Like, no, dude, that's your fucking fault.
Facts. And man, I just wish. And here's the thing: black people generate just as much, if not, if we're really talking about the dollar here, really generate a lot of money. Like we spend a lot, bro.
Mm-hmm.
We spend on stupid shit, but we spend a lot.
Hell yeah, man.
You know?
That's what I'm thinking one of the coolest things for the 2020 election. That dude Andrew Yang talking about universal basic income, $1,000 a month.
I heard.
Because I mean, then yeah, I'm sure some people are just gonna blow the whole $1,000 every month, but that just goes right back into the economy.
But that's your money.
Exactly. Other people are gonna fucking save some and spend some. That's just how people use money. But it's gonna be fucking just
$1,000 a month on top of what you make.
Yeah,
I'm not going to work.
Right? I would need to work like 2 days a week.
Right. And that's another thing. Like this culture, and I know we're going off subject, but it's fine.
That's what this is about, dude. That's why we call it the Tyrannt.
Right.
We go off, man.
This like a culture of spending. Do you like it, or do you wish, like you said, to have that luxury of having the government chime in and giving you that $1,000? But at what cost?
Oh yeah, no. I mean, there'd be like higher taxes on items and stuff, but I'm willing to pay $5 for a gallon of milk if I'm getting $1,000 a month. Yeah, just for free.
Yeah,
it makes it
how
pretty
much would
easy.
that be on taxes? Like, I wonder how the tax.
I mean, yeah, there'd be some taxes. It'd be an interesting. We would see some changes for sure.
Yeah,
gas would probably become way more expensive. Lots of things would become more expensive, but $1,000 a month. It can't get that expensive that like $1,000 a month doesn't fucking help a lot.
Yeah,
and it'd help a lot of people.
A lot of homeless people.
Oh my God, homeless people.
$1,000 a month.
You could get off the streets tomorrow. We could fix that fucking problem.
But I think that should be based.
Or you can buy enough heroin to kill yourself.
That should be based on income, because let's be real here. I'm not giving $1,000 a month to no person.
Jeff Bezos.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
He doesn't need $1,000 a month.
$1,000 a month.
I'll take his.
Now, if you was below the poverty line, or maybe at it, or maybe making like, let's say 30,000.
30,000 or less.
30,000 is the limit.
30,000 or less. Well, yeah. Let's see.
Because you're probably at, like, if you're making 30,000, you're probably at $15, $16 an hour.
The thing is, yeah, that it depends on where you live. Because like if you're getting 30,000 in like Kansas,
yeah,
versus like New York City,
right,
it's gonna be a lot harder to live the same lifestyle.
Yeah. I mean, you make it adjustable to where you live. Yeah. But it'll be crazy to see what happens.
It'll be really interesting.
You know, like I always wonder like what it is to actually be rich, like to know like financially
I'm good.
You are good. Like if your car broke down today,
no problem.
No problem. If your house burned down,
I got another one right next door.
No problem. You have triplets.
Yeah, right. I got one in the mountains. I got one by the beach.
Right. So like, what is that? Like, what is that feeling? You know what I'm saying?
I don't know, man. It'd be pretty cool, I imagine.
Like, do you get bored? Like, you think you would get bored?
No, dude. You would just have to find other things to worry about.
Yeah.
And some people worry about good things that help the planet. Other people worry about
Because
super selfish shit.
I feel like in my life, that's my goal.
Get so rich that you feel
I
so
really do,
financially secure,
and
you
I
just
mean,
do
some
whatever.
people have the desire to be fuck you rich, but I really want to be like, I want to be a fuck you rich. If I get the opportunity to be fuck you rich, I'm being fuck you rich. But I just want to be like more wealthy than rich. Like I want to just have a nice. I'm not into the big shit. The nicest car, the fancy this, and then maybe the money would change that. I don't know.
Maybe, yeah, it probably would a little bit.
But I don't. I think, and they always say that money only makes what you are come to light.
Yeah,
like,
and they say that money can't buy happiness, but what it can buy is less worries, and then you can use that money. If you use it responsibly, you can not only make yourself happy, but you can make other people happy.
Right.
So I think that money can absolutely buy happiness. It shouldn't like be the only reason you use your money.
Do you think most people live just to make money?
Oh, hell yeah. A lot. Yes, absolutely. A lot of people.
You know, it's like working 40 hours a week. And I work 40. I hate working 40 hours a week.
There are people that work twice that.
And it feels hard for them. But I am not going over my limit of 40. But I hate working 40 hours a week. And it's so draining. Especially doing something that you like.
Dude, yeah. And that's another reason why we should get universal basic income is because people would be able to take less hours at their jobs and
find what they want to do.
And yeah, like explore their hobbies or something like that. And when we have AI coming, like just around the corner,
that's going to be useful.
We're going to need less people working, people working
less hours. That's what I wonder.
Because,
how do you think that's going to turn out?
Yeah,
because that's going to happen.
People are going to get laid off from a lot of jobs when AI starts kicking in for real.
So it's like the government might as well just go ahead and bite that bullet.
Yeah, just like start taking care of the people before it becomes a problem. I think probably.
Because that's going to happen.
Yep, if we can start universal basic income when we still have a need for a decent workforce, people can start making enough money to be ready for when the AI comes in, kicks out a lot of people from their jobs entirely, and all they have is that $1,000 a month.
That's crazy, man. But I wonder, like, how do individuals discover how to create a business? Like, I want to create a business.
Google it, man.
I do. I want to create a business.
Google it.
How to create a business?
You can literally type in how to create a business, and Google will be like, there you go.
No, but I'm like...
No, dude, you just have to do the research. That's all it takes. You gotta fucking put in the hours, figure that shit out, and just do it.
If you were to create a business, what business would you create?
Ooh, Gus and Ben had a pretty interesting idea about a thing with disc golf, but
I mean, what if disc golf could be the next golf?
Man, yeah, I'm thinking that'd be so much fun if we could.
Because I wonder how much sponsorship is actually, like, how much money is.
It's really catching on. Like I think it's gonna start being on like ESPN and shit.
Word, okay.
Because mostly like the YouTube stuff is blowing up. Like they're getting seen like hundreds of thousands of times within hours.
Do you see a lot more people go out in the courses?
I've seen a pretty steady uptick. Okay. Like we went out on Saturday and there was like consistently a lot of people there. And we went to a different place Sunday and there was consistently a lot of people there.
Would you ever go? I want Ben to go professional, man. I'm like, dude, just go. Just do it. Just try it out. Or amateur, amateur.
Ben should start doing... Ben, if you're listening, you should start doing tournaments.
Yeah, for sure.
And if you don't want to go alone, I'll come with you and make a fucking fool of myself. But we should try. And you should definitely try. Anyways, let's wrap it up. This is a long one.
Yeah. All right. Well, my name is Ty.
And I'm Brandt.
Thank you for listening to
Tyrannt.
Yeah.
Nice. That was almost in perfect unison.
Almost.
Appreciate it, guys.